President William Ruto has made alarming remarks, ladies and gentlemen, about changing Kenya's constitution, which was promulgated in the year 2010, or rather which was enacted in 2010, raising many questions across the country. Let us listen to what President William Ruto announced in public today while speaking at the KICC, Nairobi, Kenya. Here is Ruto's remarks.
Years ago, the world was much different from what we have today. Technology had not taken the space it occupies today. The advent of AI was not with us. We didn't have the seriousness of climate change the way we have today. We had a completely different situation. It is important that at this point in time, we give ourselves another opportunity to think about the long-term development of Kenya in the context of the world that we live in today. Number three, when Vision 2030 was developed, it was developed before the new constitution. The new constitution provides us with a better and clearer framework on how to think long-term. And therefore, it is important that we engage in this exercise in the context of a new constitution. A new constitution that does not request us to consult the people. No. It is mandatory. The reason why you find in some cases many people do not understand, do not relate to Vision 2030 was because there was no public participation.
I think you have heard how Ruto spoke today. You know, Ruto did not support the constitution we are having at the moment, or rather we are using today, when the late ODM party leader Raila Odinga and other politicians here in Kenya were fighting for a new constitution. The constitution was eventually passed officially in 2010, but according to Ruto, if the constitution is changed, certain provisions would need to be amended. Ladies and gentlemen, as you continue watching this clip, I'm requesting you to hit the like button. If you are watching for the first time, or rather if you have been watching but you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel where we don't sugarcoat but we always put news as it is, I request you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button that is down here. Once you are done, remember to turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload a new video clip, you'll be notified that MWANAKENYA Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. Remember to share our content always to other WhatsApp groups and even on Facebook. That is the only way we can continue building this channel of ours, MWANAKENYA Media. Without wasting your time, back to our political analysis. Now, I want to put this into perspective so that we can really understand what would changing the constitution of Kenya mean. Number one is to revive dictatorship in Kenya. You know, katiba ambayo tuko nayo ni ya uhuru. Ruto says they want a constitution that ensures, you know, Vision 2060 imetimia. That once the government makes a decision, nobody can challenge it, and the public participation would no longer necessarily be required. You know, this has raised concerns that it could be a sign of a return of dictatorship here in Kenya. Many Kenyans have opposed the idea. On social media platforms, they are saying no, it can't happen in Kenya, saying they will not accept such changes. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the current constitution we are having gives Kenyans the freedom and right to know what is happening in their country. That is where we are. There is also concern that some members of parliament could potentially be bribed to pass changes, or rather to amend the constitution that Kenyans consider unjustified or unconstitutional. So Kenyans have opposed the idea through social media platforms, because the constitution we are having currently, what we need to discuss at the moment is on how we can implement what is written in the constitution and not to amend or rather changing it, because this is a new baby in town. It was promulgated in the year 2010 and this is 2026. Yes, of course, it's 16 years back. But we have not achieved in implementing every single chapter that is written in the constitution. Number two, what does it mean when Ruto proposes the constitution to be changed? Number two, Ruto does not want political opposition. Many of Ruto's projects, and initiatives have faced serious opposition here in Kenya or been delayed. Remember when he established a committee to investigate and know the national debt we are having as a country, a move that was later challenged in court on the grounds that it is undermining the Auditor General's constitutional independence, and it was suspended. It would be difficult for someone who is being investigated to investigate themselves, because government borrowing is carried out by the government, which should then be held accountable for how the money was spent, taxpayers' money, how it was spent. Creating a committee to investigate such matters instead of allowing the relevant independent institutions here in Kenya to do their work could raise questions about what we call transparency. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude by asking a simple question. Do you support changing Kenya's constitution that was passed back 2010? Write your opinion or rather your answer in the comment section below and let us know your views on this important question. Let's meet in the next video. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button that is down here. Once you are done, remember to turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload any video clip, you'll be notified that MWANAKENYA Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.